After 50, leg strength doesn't disappear, it adapts. In The Health Detective, we focus on movements that respect joints, improve balance, and rebuild real-world strength without strain. Traditional Japanese exercises do exactly that. They emphasize posture, controlled tension, and daily function, not heavy weights. Stay with us to learn 5 simple movements that can double leg strength safely at home. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and take care of your body starting today. Leg strength does not fade suddenly. It declines quietly, layer by layer, often without pain at first. One-day stairs feel steeper. Getting up from a chair takes a little longer. Balance feels less automatic. In The Health Detective, we treat these changes not as weakness, but as signals, messages from the body asking for a different kind of input. After 50, muscles change how they respond to stress. Fast, explosive fibers that once powered jumps and sprints become less active, especially if they are not regularly used. At the same time, the nervous system becomes more cautious. It prioritizes stability and safety over raw force. This is why many people notice their legs feel weaker, even if muscle size hasn't changed much. The issue is coordination, control, and confidence, not just muscle loss. Another overlooked factor is joint protection. As knees, hips, and ankles experience years of repetitive loading, the brain begins to limit how much force it allows you to produce. This protective mechanism is intelligent, but it can become overprotective when movement patterns shrink. When the body senses unfamiliar or rushed motion, it tightens, restricts range, and reduces strength output. Heavy gym-based exercises often reinforce this fear response instead of correcting it. Circulation also plays a role. Reduced daily movement lowers blood flow to the lower body, slowing nutrient delivery and waste removal, muscles that don't receive consistent circulation fatigue faster and recover more slowly. This can make simple activities feel disproportionately tiring, reinforcing the belief that aging itself is the problem. Here is the crucial truth. These processes are reversible. The body does not forget how to build strength. It simply responds to what it is repeatedly asked to do. When movements are slow, deliberate, and joint-respecting, the nervous system relaxes. When balance is challenged gently and consistently, coordination returns. When muscles are loaded without strain, they adapt, even later in life. This is where traditional, low-impact movement systems excel. Instead of forcing strength through speed or weight, they rebuild it through posture, time under tension, and control. They speak the language the aging body understands best. Leg strength after 50 is not about pushing harder, it's about moving smarter. And once the body feels safe again, strength follows naturally. Modern fitness often treats strength as something you force out of the body. Lift heavier, move faster, push through discomfort. In The Health Detective, we take a different view, especially after 50. Strength is something you invite back in by creating the right conditions for the body to respond. Traditional Japanese movement systems were never designed for gyms. They evolved for daily life, standing from the floor, carrying loads, walking long distances, and maintaining balance well into old age. The focus was not on isolating muscles, but on integrating the whole body through posture, breath, and controlled tension. This makes them uniquely effective for rebuilding leg strength without aggravating joints. One key principle is slowness. Moving slowly increases time under tension, which stimulates muscle fibers without requiring heavy resistance. More importantly, slow movement gives the nervous system time to stay calm. When motion is rushed, the brain perceives risk and limits strength output. When motion is controlled, the brain allows fuller engagement of muscles around the knees, hips, and ankles. Another principle is grounding. Many Japanese exercises emphasize foot placement, weight distribution, and connection to the floor. This retrains proprioception, the body's sense of where it is in space. After 50, this sense often dulls, contributing to balance issues and falls. Grounded movements wake it back up, strengthening, stabilizing muscles that traditional exercises often ignore. Posture is equally central. Instead of collapsing into the joints, these movements align the spine, hips, and legs so force travels efficiently through the body. This reduces joint strain while increasing usable strength. People are often surprised to feel their thighs and hips working deeply even though the movement looks gentle. Breath ties everything together. Controlled breathing lowers tension in the nervous system and improves circulation to working muscles. This allows strength to build without fatigue or inflammation. Over time, this combination of breath, posture, and slow loading teaches the body that movement is safe again. The result is strength that feels different, not tight or brittle, but steady and reliable. The kind that makes standing, walking, and climbing stairs feel natural again. This approach doesn't fight aging. It works with it, restoring leg strength in a way the body willingly accepts. When people think about leg strength, they usually picture large muscles working hard. But in the Health Detective, we focus first on stability, because strength that isn't stable doesn't last. The first two Japanese-inspired exercises are designed to restore control in the thighs and knees, the areas most responsible for standing, sitting, and walking with confidence. The first movement focuses on controlled lowering. Instead of dropping into a squat or forcing depth, the body learns to descend slowly while staying upright. This targets the quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of the thighs, but in a way that feels safe. Slow lowering trains the muscles to absorb force, which is exactly what protects the knees in daily life. Every step downstairs, every sit-to-stand motion relies on this ability. When this skill weakens, the body compensates with joint strain. What makes this movement effective is not how low you go, but how well you control the descent. Even a small range of motion creates significant muscle engagement when done slowly. Over time, this restores thigh strength without triggering knee pain or fear. The second exercise shifts attention to the inner thighs and stabilizes around the knees. These muscles are often neglected, yet they play a critical role in alignment. Weak inner thighs allow the knees to collapse inward, increasing stress on cartilage and ligaments. This movement gently reawakens those muscles by maintaining tension while staying upright and balanced. Together, these two exercises retrain the body to support itself evenly. Instead of one joint taking all the load, force is distributed across muscles that were designed to handle it. This reduces discomfort and increases endurance. Another important benefit is confidence. Many people over 50 avoid leg exercises not because they are weak, but because they don't trust their knees. Slow, supported movements rebuild that trust. The nervous system learns that the motion is controlled, predictable, and safe. As fear fades, strength returns more fully. With consistent practice, people often notice everyday improvements first. Standing up feels smoother. Walking feels lighter. Knees feel more stable, not fragile. This is the quiet power of stability-based training. These first two exercises lay the foundation. They prepare the legs to work together again, not aggressively, but intelligently. And once stability is restored, real strength has a place to grow. After 50, leg strength is no longer just about power, it is about control. In the Health Detective, we place special emphasis on the hips because they act as the command center for balance. When hip strength fades, the body becomes reactive. Small stumbles feel dangerous, steps shorten, confidence shrinks. Exercises 3 and 4 are designed to reverse that process by restoring hip stability and coordination. The third movement focuses on single leg control with support. Instead of lifting the leg high or forcing balance, the body shifts weight slowly from one side to the other. This teaches the hips to stabilize the pelvis while the legs move beneath it. These muscles, especially the deep hip stabilizers, are essential for walking, turning, and preventing falls. When they weaken, the body compensates by stiffening the knees or lower back, which increases injury risk. What makes this movement powerful is its subtlety. The challenge comes from maintaining alignment, not from effort. The hips learn to hold the body upright while the feet adapt to small changes in pressure. Over time, balance improves not because you are trying harder, but because the body remembers how to coordinate itself. The fourth exercise introduces controlled rotation and lateral movement. Daily life rarely happens in straight lines. We twist, reach, step sideways, and turn without thinking. When the hips are unprepared for these motions, instability appears. This exercise retrains the muscles that control side-to-side movement, reducing the risk of sudden loss of balance. These movements also strengthen the connection between the hips and the core. A stable core allows the legs to move freely without strain. Instead of bracing tightly, the body learns to stay responsive. This responsiveness is what allows quick corrections during a misstep, the difference between a stumble and a fall. Another benefit often overlooked is circulation. Hip movement improves blood flow to the lower body, nourishing muscles and joints that may have gone underused. This supports recovery and reduces stiffness, especially in the morning. With consistent practice, people notice that walking feels smoother and more confident. Turns become easier. Uneven ground feels less threatening. These changes may seem small, but they are profound. Falls are one of the greatest threats to independence after 50. By rebuilding hip strength and balance together, these exercises do more than strengthen legs. They restore trust in movement itself, allowing the body to move freely, safely, and with confidence again. When leg strength is discussed, the lower leg is often ignored. Yet in the Health Detective, we consider the calves and ankles essential to real strength. Not because they are large, but because they are constant. Every step you take, every shift of weight, every moment you stand upright depends on them. When they weaken, the entire system above them becomes less stable. The fifth Japanese-inspired exercise targets these often forgotten muscles through slow, controlled engagement. Instead of bouncing or pushing explosively, the movement emphasizes deliberate lifting and lowering through the ankle. This creates sustained tension in the calves, while training the small stabilizing muscles around the ankle joint. These muscles play a critical role in balance. They are the first responders when the body begins to sway. If they react slowly or weakly, the knees and hips must compensate, increasing the risk of strain or falls. Strengthening the calves and ankles improves reaction time, allowing the body to correct itself smoothly and efficiently. Circulation is another major benefit. The calves act as a pump for blood returning from the lower body to the heart. When they are weak or underused, swelling, heaviness, and fatigue can occur. Slow, repeated activation improves blood flow, supporting joint health and reducing stiffness. This exercise also improves foot awareness. Many people over 50 lose sensitivity in their feet, which affects balance. By focusing attention on the contact between foot and floor, the nervous system reconnects with these sensory pathways. This heightened awareness improves coordination and reduces missteps. What makes this movement particularly effective is its simplicity. It can be done holding onto a chair or wall, requiring no equipment and very little space. Despite its gentle appearance, it creates deep fatigue in the calves when done correctly. This is a sign of meaningful muscle engagement, not strain. Over time, people often notice unexpected improvements. Walking feels more fluid. Standing for longer periods becomes easier. Balance feels steadier, especially on uneven surfaces. These are signs that the foundation of leg strength is being restored. Strong calves and ankles do not draw attention, but they support everything above them. By strengthening this hidden layer, you create a base that allows the rest of the leg muscles to function more effectively and safely. Building leg strength after 50 is not about doing more. In the Health Detective, it is about doing enough, consistently, calmly, and with intention. The 5 Japanese exercises you've learned work best when they are combined into a simple, repeatable routine that respects recovery while steadily challenging the body. These movements are designed to work together as a system. The thigh and knee exercises restore stability and power. The hip movements improve balance and coordination. The calf and ankle exercise strengthens the foundation that keeps everything upright. When practiced in sequence, they reinforce each other, allowing strength to build without overload. A complete session does not need to be long. 15 to 20 minutes is enough when movements are slow and controlled. The goal is quality, not exhaustion. Each repetition should feel deliberate. You should be able to breathe comfortably throughout. If breathing becomes strained, the movement is too fast or too aggressive. Frequency matters more than intensity. Practicing these exercises 3 to 5 times per week creates steady adaptation. On rest days, the muscles rebuild and the nervous system becomes more confident in movement. This rhythm prevents soreness and reduces the risk of injury while still producing noticeable gains. Progression should be subtle. Instead of adding repetitions quickly, focus on improving control. Move more slowly. Hold positions a little longer. Improve posture. These small changes increase strength safely and effectively. The body responds best when it feels supported, not pressured. Many people notice functional improvements before they notice muscle changes. Standing up feels easier. Walking feels smoother. Balance improves. These are the most meaningful markers of success because they reflect real-life strength, not gym performance. Outro leg strength after 50 is not lost. It is waiting to be reactivated. By using movements that honor how the body changes with age, you create an environment where strength can return naturally. These Japanese exercises do not fight your body. They work with it. If you found this helpful, support your health journey by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. And let us know in the comments which movement surprised you the most.